Charles, everyone. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I am Rich. This is Six String Fun. Gonna give you another one of those two-chord songs. I've done a few others, so we'll keep going here. Spring, summer coming. Campfire, fire pit, that whole thing. Just kind of being out in outdoors with the acoustic guitar. This might lend itself very well to that. We are going to do Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. You don't really think of it as an acoustic tune. You don't even think of it maybe as a two-chord song, but it pretty much is. You got to keep in mind, even though this is, big anthem, stadium anthem, arena anthem, back in 84, 85, this was actually written prior to the Born in the USA album. And it was, really meant for the Nebraska session. So very acoustic based. If you have the tracks box set, which came out in 98, I believe it's on the second disc, towards the end, maybe 3 or 4 songs towards the end of that disc, there is Born in the USA. It's very different than what you probably heard or used to. Very haunting in terms of not maybe the lyrics, but just how they're delivered, just what they're emoting, that sort of thing. Very stark. It just sounds dark, and I think sometimes it's even more powerful when you hear it just on the acoustic guitar. I believe it's the same key though, but we're going to do Born in the USA from the album key. And again, it's a B chord and an E chord. B, bar chord. I know maybe not everyone's friend, bar chords, but we'll go through it here. But then I'll throw the capo on and just show you another way to do it with a couple of different chords. Still same key. We'll do the B and the E. Just again, if you know your cage system, this will be a piece of cake with the capo, so it's even easier. But we'll get into that. And again, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Let me know what you want to hear. Try to do as much as I can for everybody out there. And I do appreciate everyone just kind of sticking with me the last few years. So let's get into this one, Born in the USA. We'll do a two-chord song. Let's take a closer look. And again, I'll also show you the riff. Right? I'll get into that with you. Again, pretty simple, but it's up to you if you want to use it or not. We'll get into this, though, and I'll kind of show you maybe just the chords, and then you can kind of do what you want. You want that anthem sound. You just kind of want acoustic guitar sound. It's up to you. Let's get into it. As I had mentioned, two chords. Here it is, B. Okay, so first, second fret, 5th string, and then we're going to bar down on the 4, 3, and 2. Okay, and then it's just an E. Full E right there. And I hate to say that's it, but that's pretty much it. I leave it up to you, though, I think, on how you want to play this. There's a lot you can do with it. You can kind of just, again, if you want to kind of keep it towards the Born in the USA album, it's going to be. Right? That's all you can really do because, again, it's really heavy based on the synthesizer, piano, the driving bass, the drums on that track, as far as the studio goes. If you want to kind of make it your own, you can kind of just maybe play some power chords. Right, just kind of maybe add the pinky for the suspended 4th. Leave it up to you. I'd also suggest if you're playing through, if you are plugged in, maybe give it a little bit of reverb, maybe a hint of delay, just to kind of give it that a lot of room and space in between the notes. You can kind of still hear it, going after you hit it, right? And you kind of can still hear it going. So, I mean, that's an option there. But again, it's a B. I mean, you can hear it as soon as you hit it. And then the E. All right. And I leave it up to you how you want to do it. You want to just kind of. I kind of like the. All I'm doing is kind of playing some melody notes there. I'm making that up as I go along, but you can do whatever you want. That's what's cool about two chords. But let's take a closer look. I'll show you how I do it with the capo. Still staying in the same key, but now we'll just play some open chords. Right? Take a look at that. Okay, so all I did was I put the capo on the 4th fret. That's all I did. And the two chords we're going to play, which are probably easier than the bar chord, but I leave it up to you, is a G. G shape, I should say. So it's a G shape. It's a B chord. And then we're going to play the C shape, which is an E. Same thing we just did, right? So. right? So let me just adjust that. I think I was a little off there, but you get it. That's all we're doing. The 2 chords there. If it's easier, and I know Springsteen tends to play his G shape like this, right? Using the pinky down here, and then your ring fingers coming over to play the root, and then the C, again, and the C. Again, leave it up to you how you want to play. You want to just let it ring, or if you kind of want to do it this way. Doing is playing again that G shape and the C add 9 shape. That's really it. So I'll leave it up to you. So have fun with that one, enjoy, and if you want to stick around, just I'll go right into that melody line if you want to play that as well. You can play it right here if you're playing the bar chord. So let's get into that. I'll show you. All right, melody line. Here we go for Born in the USA. You're going to be playing 2 notes, 2 strings simultaneously. The melody itself is going to be played on the high E string, your first string, and then you're just hitting that B string to go along with it. And again, B is the root, so what we're doing is, and maybe it's easier if you kind of just, use your index finger and your thumb. Right, it's up to you. We're going to pick it. But remember, we're going to be doing 2 notes the whole time, so it's always going to be your melody note, and then always with the B, open B string, open all the time. So 2nd fret on the E string. Open both strings, back to the 2nd fret. So 2nd fret, open, back. Then we go to the 4th fret. Open again to the 2nd fret. And there's your riff. Oh, 2nd fret, open, back to the 2nd fret. 4th fret, open, 2nd. And that just repeats. That's your melody. There you go. So if you want to use it, great. Hopefully that helped you out. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by again. Everyone, good to see you again. Thanks for checking the video out. Really do appreciate it. Real quick lesson. 4 chords is all you need for this one. And we're playing it in a bit of a different key than was on the album The River by Bruce Springsteen. And this is Hungry Heart. I believe it's in the key of C sharp on the album. What I've done is, and the way that I played it in several bands, we just bring it to the key of C. We keep it in C, and we don't even modulate for the organ solo or the sax solo, however that works. So it's really, it could get boring. It's the same 4 chords over and over again, but definitely an easy one if you need to throw something to the set list real quick that everyone knows and digs and can sing along to. This is definitely it. So real quick, we'll get into it with the close-up. But again, 4 chords. It's just going to be a C, an A minor, D minor, and a G. You can play that. You've got this one, no problems. But we'll take a close look just so you can see what I'm doing here when I play it live, all right? Thanks. All right, so let's take a closer look at this. I'm telling you, it's an easy tune. It's 4 chords if you play it this way. Again, a C, A minor, to a D minor, and to a G. Again, this is how I've done it with 2 of my bands, especially if you're going to do something solo acoustic. Keep it simple. It could get a little boring, but if you just kind of make it your own and get some audience participation, it's fun. So again, for the intro, the verse, the chorus, the whole thing, it's just 4 chords. So it's going to start on the C to an A minor, and again, just kind of give it a bit of a bounce, a little bit of a bop to it. That's kind of what this song is. It's kind of upbeat. So it's right, and that's the entire song over and over. So it's going to be the C to an A minor to a D minor to your standard G. If you can play those 4 chords and you know the song, you can certainly, pull this one off no problem. Solo or acoustic duo, whatever you're working for. Again, it's straightforward though. It's a Springsteen song everybody knows. You play it at a campfire, you play it in a coffee house, in a bar. It's going to get people up. And that's really it. So I told you, simple one, really easy to do here. If you like this, if you like the other videos I've got on the channel right now, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be notified of when I've got some new videos coming out. If you have any requests, especially any Springsteen ones, I'm kind of on a Springsteen kick right now. Let me know. I'll do my best to get it out there. I actually got my my eye on a couple Springsteen tunes off the Tracks box set that I'm looking to maybe get out there. Again, fairly simple, 3-4 chords. So if you're a Springsteen fan and you like those deep cuts, I might have a few of them coming up that are very doable to play. But in the meantime, again, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All right, take care. Everyone, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. I'm Richie, and this is 6-String Fun. Gonna go back into the Springsteen catalog, and we're gonna go into a tune that you usually don't hear being shouted out for a request at a Springsteen and E Street Band show. Usually it's Rosie, Thunder Road, Born to Run, Glory Days, Factory. Yeah, not so much. He did play it quite regularly on the 99-2000 reunion tour. He's the night, wherever it was played in the set list every night, usually alternated between this and Mansion on the Hill. Both of them had more of a country feel, probably similar arrangements. Can't say I was a fan of them on that tour, but it was good to see. But we're going to get into this one on the Darkness on the Edge of Town album. Really straightforward. C chord, F, and again, play the F full bar or, cheat, which is what he tends to do a lot, the F and the G, and that's the tune. So if you can play those chords, we've got this song down, all right? So before we go any further, if you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. It is much appreciated. So by you, watching the video, hitting the like button, it just telling other people out there on YouTube that, hey, this is something worth taking a look at, hopefully. So thank you for that. So let's get into this one, closer look. 3 chords, Factory, Springsteen off the Darkness on the Edge of Town album. Factory, Springsteen, Darkness on the Edge of Town, 1978. Again, 3 chords, C, F, G. So again, C, we're not hitting the low E string, but it's going to be 3, 2, open, 1, open. Full bar chord if you want to do it that way. And then the G chord, well, you could probably get away with a couple different G chords. Here's the traditional G chord, 3, 2, open, open, 3, 3. But you'll see Springsteen plays this chord a lot, where it's 3, 2, open, 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 and then the pinky on the high E for that G note right there. And it allows him to kind of get into that C note right there to cheat for a C chord. But let's get into this one. Factory, it's going to start on the C chord. And it's kind of just like the tempo is not waltzy, but it's kind of like, just kind of plodding through. So, right? Pretty much that's how it's going to go for the song. So start on the C. And then change to the F. So early in the morning, factory whistle cries. And that's kind of how that's going to start, right? So C. To the G. So it's CF, CG. All right? Back to the C, F, All right, so that's kind of the verse, and then it's going to the work in life. See, the work, the work in life. So it's going to be C to the G to the F, C. It's the work, the work in life. Back to the verse. To the G. And that's really it. And then there's kind of like an organ solo there. Just follow the same pattern. That's really it. This is the tune. It's 3 chords. Not much more to give you there, but the only other thing I would suggest, if you want to just kind of give it a little more of dynamic something to it, as he's playing these open chords, you'll hear on the recording there's kind of these notes that sneak in there. You hear that? You're kind of just pulling up on an E, on that open. So those single notes kind of do make a difference. So hopefully, you can use that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you on the next one. See you around.